Hello ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are all well and healthy. I'm Gamze, and in this video we will cover the page 62 on your coursebook Speak Out Intermediate Unit 5.3. So we will first revise some vocabulary about problems and solutions, and then we will do the listening part, recording 5.5, and do the exercises. And finally, we will talk about some expressions for making a polite request. So every now and then we may have some problems with our devices like phones, TVs, computers, right? So how do we express these problems? There are several ways to tell when something is not working properly. So these are some of the expressions. Broken down. It's broken down means that it is not working properly. And it doesn't always mean it is physically broken. And it's out of order, out of service. It needs recharging, it needs fixing. When something needs to be repaired, you can use this expression, it needs fixing. And it's frozen. Generally is used for computers or screens. When screens are frozen, they do not work. And there's no reception. It means phone signal. Okay, when you cannot make a call or send a message, there's probably no reception, no signal. Okay. And there are some expressions we use to offer solutions to these problems, like try switching it off and on again. Switch off, switch on are similar with turn off and turn on. We can sort it out. It means to solve a problem, to find a solution. Okay. We will listen to 4 conversations, and then we will answer the questions below. Okay, stop the video here for a while to look at the questions, and then you can start the video again to start the listening. So let's start.
Unit 5. Recording 5. 1. Oh no.
What's the matter?
This cash machine's not working. Do you know if there's another machine somewhere? I really need to get some money.
I'm not sure. There might be one in the shopping centre.
Thanks. 2.
Oh!
What's the matter?
My laptop's just crashed again. That's the 3rd time it's happened. Would you mind looking at it for me?
Sure.
Thanks. It's so annoying. I keep losing my documents. Do you know what the problem is?
Let me have a look. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on here. Why don't you save the documents onto a memory stick?
That's a good idea.
And then do you want me to try and take it? 3.
Customer services, good morning.
Oh, yes. I've got a problem with my vacuum cleaner.
Could you tell me what the problem is, sir?
Yes, I can. It keeps making a funny noise, and it's just not working properly.
You say it keeps making a funny noise.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, let's see if I can find someone who can help you. Could you hold the line, please?
Yes, of course.
4. Oh, don't believe it. Excuse me, this machine's not working. It's just taken my money. Could you give me a refund?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why not?
Well, I'm not allowed to give refunds.
But I've just lost my money, and I still need a ticket.
I can sell you a ticket, but I can't give you a refund.
Well, could you tell me who I should speak to?
Yes, of course. You need to speak to the manager.
Okay. Would you mind calling him for me?
Of course not. I'll just call him.
Okay. You can stop and rewind the video to listen to these conversations again before we move on to check the answers. Here are the answers.
Unit 5.
Okay.
Unit.
These are the polite requests you heard in the recording. And try to fill in the blanks with one word here. And you can stop the recording now until you are ready to check the answers. Okay, here are the answers. Could you hold the line? Could you give me a refund? Hold the line here means to wait on the phone. Okay, and giving a refund or getting a refund means to pay back the money, okay, or get your money back. And on the right column, you see some possible responses, like yes, of course, I'm sorry I can't, let me have a look, etc. Okay, and let's remember that could you or would you mind, these are used when we make a polite request. And be careful with would you mind, because we need a verb ing when we use would you mind. Like, would you mind opening that window? Or would you mind holding the door for me? Okay? And the answers we give to this question should be negative, like of course not. Because if you answer this question positively, like yes or yes I would, it actually means that you cannot do that thing, or you are not happy to help that person. Okay, so be careful with this. And there's one more thing with the polite requests again. So on the left column, you see the direct questions, like what time is it? How can I get there? How does it work? Who should I speak to? Is there another machine? But when we are being polite, we don't ask these direct questions. We add could you or do you know, like before that. So we transform these direct questions into statements when we are making a polite request, right? So what time is it becomes, could you tell me what time it is? Now, let's do the rest of the exercises on your own and stop the video at this point until you are ready to check the answers. So let's check the answers. As you see, how can I get there becomes, do you know how I can get there? How does it work becomes, could you tell me how it works? Who should I speak to becomes, do you know who I should speak to? And the final question is a yes/no question. Is there another machine? And when you turn it into a polite request, you add if or whether, right? So don't forget these structures. For further study and practice, you can look at My English Lab Speak Out Intermediate Unit 5.3, or you can revise the grammar part, the noun clauses, with this video on the link. Okay? So have a nice day, stay home and stay safe.